When I first came to Africa, I was like every other safari goer. I wanted to see lions and buffalo, the big five, all of the typical safari animals, and those are great animals to photograph. But as you start spending more time in Africa, you start to realize that there's an entire world of incredible birds.
The birds in the Delta are quite unique. Botswana plays host to around 600 different bird species, and out of that, Okavango Delta hosts around 465 out of the 600. Birds are very important because they are the best biological controls for the pests. They play a very important role ecologically in terms of pollination, keeping down the pests such as the reptiles, amphibians, and all that.
One of the things that I love about photographing birds on the Delta is birds without the encumbrance of all the brush. The birds are like sitting over the water. It's a big open sky, so I have more time to frame them if they're not moving, and then once they fly, I'm able to track them with my camera.
Egyptian geese. These are actually some of the larger geese we have here in Africa, and they are normally vegetarian. They feed on grass, so they are out here in plenty. The cattle egret, they are associated with the livestock, but out in the wilderness like here, they are associated with herbivores. So as the herbivores are busy grazing on the field and disturbing the insect life, the birds are picking up the insects. The saddlebill stork is actually one of the endangered bird species found in Africa, and it got the name saddlebill because if you check between the forehead and the start of the bill, it appears like the saddle which is fitted or mounted onto a horse.
Everyone that's been to Africa, the #1 bird photographed is the lilac-breasted roller, and we took tons of time taking their photos.
The name lilac-breasted roller is derived from the color on the bird's breast area, and the name roller is from its aerial behavior. When it's doing the aerial courtship display, usually the bird flies very high and it comes rolling and tumbling down, hence the name the roller.
Okay, get the hammer cop on the hippo's head.
The name hammerkop is derived from the shape of the bird's head. It has got some feathers protruding on top and it appears like a hammer. Sacred ibis, that is a black and white bird, and it was mostly depicted in Egyptian paintings, and that is how it got the name. Southern ground hornbills are important birds because they keep down the population of lizards, geckos, amphibians, and even rodents. And these birds have been disseminated in population by human beings because of trafficking for muti trade, that is witchcraft. People here in Southern Africa, they believe that they have got some magical powers if you kill the bird itself.
It's fun for me to say, I've never seen that bird, what is it, James? But what's fun is to see him see birds that he's never seen or heard before because he's an ornithologist. So he's like a little kid with a big giant grin.
This has actually been a most amazing bird trip for me because out of the 465 plus bird species recorded within the Okavango Delta, I've recorded around 210, and I've added 10 new bird species on this trip.